It's a Fish Fry Friday in the parking lot, and we'll have baseball from Miller Park in Milwaukee tonight. Chase Anderson will be the man on the mound for the Brewers. What's your take on him, Dan?
Kind of a strange outing in his last one, Matt. Was able to pitch into the 6th inning, wasn't able to complete the inning. It kind of got away from him in the 6th. It'll be interesting, Matt, to see how he bounces back in this one.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Next up from New York, Michael Conforto. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kane is under it. And that's the first out of the inning. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, we'll see if the Todd father, Todd Frazier, can keep it going. Looking at the stats, man, I'm impressed. He's in the top 5 home runs in the National League coming in. When you're doing that, you're catching just about everyone's attention. Don't be surprised if he doesn't make something happen here today.
And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings. And this team's sitting pretty good.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Jay Bruce. Good opportunity for him to add to his season RBI total here, which sits 3rd best in the National League. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he misses with it, 1-1. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Row. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone.
And the third baseman makes the play. That ends the inning. So they get a man to second here in the opening half inning, but fail to capitalize. And now the Brewers will get their first cuts. No score. Zach Wheeler will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Line to the right side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the leadoff hitter reaches with good speed. The 2-hole hitter can handle the bat. We'll see if they have a play on here with nobody out.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Into the box now, Jonathan Villar. 0-1 the count. Kane gets his lead at first, nobody out. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
He pulls this one into right. In there, a base hit.
first two batters find a sweet spot, barrel up perfectly. These fans have to be excited. Middle of the order coming to the plate now. After those first two ABs, this could be a laser show.
Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. Cespedes on the move. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Time now for a look at the hometown Brewers starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Matt, I can't wait to see what Travis Shaw has in store. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
And he misses low with it, 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Conforto ranging back. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. Home run number 2 for him on the year. And the Brewers have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. His career line against Wheeler, he's 0 for 5. This is hit the other way out toward left field. After it is Cespedes. He gets to it and he botched it. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. Juan Lagares is going to have to enter the ball game here as he'll take over in left following the injury. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
That's by him for strike 1.
Count 21.
1-1. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Missed with a slider.
2 strikes.
The 1-2. Sliced hard on the ground. Smith right there. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. Second inning straight. Here's Todd Frazier now. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Skied into straightaway right. Santana sprinting after it. 1 away.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And let's take a look at Travis Shaw. The calling card's the bat. Left-handed power, the ability to manipulate both gaps, but also a very adequate, very underrated defender on both corners, both first and third.
No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. Dribbled up the line. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Second baseman. And
first offering on its way. Here's a first pitch chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. Now the pitch. Fouled off.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Towards second. And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he didn't try and do too much. He took what the pitcher gave him, got the front foot down, and was able to fist feed a soft liner over the infielder's head for a knock.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Pitch is away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Mets leave 1. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Digging in now for the Brewers, Chase Anderson, set to lead off the home half of the second. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Hit down the third base line, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Soft liner to the right side, but an easy play there at first as that becomes the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Second baseman, Jonathan Villar.
Striding in once again, Jonathan Villar, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Cabrera onto the grass, and that retires the side. Nothing doing here this half. We'll go now to the top of the third. Brewers are out in front, 5-0. Next for the Mets, Zach Wheeler, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Wheeler.
Swinging a soft liner. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Well, maybe he can take one positive from this right here with that huge base hit. I got to be honest, I wasn't even expecting him to go to the on-deck circle. The way he's been throwing the ball, scuffling a little bit, I thought maybe manager would pinch hit for him, but not so. But at least he's got the knock to fall back on.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Yelich able to take this one in, and there's your first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Conforto. flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him. Pitch on the way.
Leading off for the Brewers.
Grounded back up the middle. Backhanded. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Eric Thames. He hit a big 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance. A ball and no strikes. 1-0 count. Here it is. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Thames behind 1-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Here's another 1-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Got him to go down swinging there. Eric Thames is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Snap throw from the catcher. But he dives back safely. And this is sent out to Reyes. This could be 2. To Cabrera for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Brewers go down. Here's Juan Lagares.
Leading off for the Mets, left fielder.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
No balls and a strike to count. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike 2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
In tight with the curveball. Backed up on him a little there, and it's ball 1.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
Grounded to third. This could be 2. Shaw gloves it to second for 1. On to first, and it's another double play. They're second in the first 4 innings as that one will retire the side. Around the horn they go. Next for Milwaukee, Domingo Santana. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes this the other way to right. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Here's the catcher, Jet Bandy. He's running. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in there, base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Hey, that's a beautiful job of executing a hit and run right there. Pretty interesting. Must have known he was going to try and get over the heart of the plate right there with something, either fastball or something off speed, because he was coming unglued. 0-0.
Ball one to start the at-bat. A ball and a strike.
I never found myself on the mound in the big leagues, but it must be nice to be able to go to that good hard fastball when you're in a jam.
Count is 1-2 now. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And he is safe at the plate as he wasn't able to recover in time. Fly ball out toward left center field. Oh, and he misses it. The throw to third. And he is in there.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knock.
In now is Lorenzo Cain, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side. The 0-2 home. And he just misses with a curveball.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone. Ready for another shot now. Jonathan Villar. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. 6 runs, 9 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Flipped out the other way toward short. But this won't get past the glove of Reyes at short, and the inning is over. Brewers forced to settle for. Next up for New York, Dominic Smith. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Softly hit out to short. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter, number 13, second baseman.
Ready for another chance as Dribble Cabrera, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. First delivery to him on the way. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. 1 out, nobody on. Into right field, that's a base hit. And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Line toward the gap in left center. And he stretches out in left, but this is off his glove.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out old ambush tactics. First pitch fastball middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice.
Adrian Gonzalez will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning. Grounded up the first baseline, and that's a fair ball as it's through into right field. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. It's a 6-1 game. Back to the top of the order now, and stepping in is the shortstop, Jose Reyes.
Dan, that's a nice RBI base hit on a hard grounder down the first baseline. If the first baseman's holding him right there, it's probably a double play, but not the case.
No question about it, Hero. Sometimes it's a game of inches, and that ball hit where vacated where the first baseman, if he was holding on, that would probably have been one of those 3-6-3 double plays. Instead, it's down the line for a base hit.
Behind 0-2 now. Little chopper back to the mound. 1 there. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 67.
In is Christian Yelich. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Line drive to left. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So the Brewers get their leadoff man aboard to start out the frame. So a solid single to left. And that gives him a multi-hit game here tonight. And as we put up our team leaderboard graphic, you can see there his total currently third best on this Brewers ball club. Digging in to try it again, Eric Thames. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. A bullet to first base. And they'll put the tag on him heading back to first. It's a double play.
Third baseman.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He was a double play victim last time around. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And the recovery will not be in time at first, and the inning will continue following the infield single. Digging in once again, Domingo Santana. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. And this hops over the wall out there for a ground rule double. And maybe a tough break as that'll freeze the runner at third with 2 gone. Digging in and looking for more, Orlando Arcia. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt. Down 5. Another run across here.
And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Well, that was this lineup's third homer of the game.
D-Rose, some days the fellas walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, but there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
Takes a high fastball for a strike. The 0-2 delivery. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Digging in now, Michael Conforto. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Michael Conforto is retired to kick off the inning. First offering on its way. Heading out towards shallow right. Santana has a read on it. 2 gone. Here's Jay Bruce now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. The pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Here's Todd Frazier now. He was a double play victim last time around. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Mets do get one back, though, on the solo home run. Ready once again, Chase Anderson. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Sinking line drive out to right center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Hey guys, that's his second hit of the game. He's also got a good chance at getting a W on the mound. I mean, this is stuff you do when you're 9 and 10 years old, not when you're in professional baseball.
A ball and no strikes. Now the 1-0. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Nobody out, runner on first. Lifted in the air to center. Conforto has it in his tracks, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. So stepping in, Jonathan Villar hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Strike one to start the at-bat. 0-1, here's the pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Bruce has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Now at the plate, Christian Yelich. He singled his last time up. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. The 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. And he'll go to short way to retire the side. Now at the plate, Dominic Smith. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
The 1-0. Gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike. Well, he reaches out for a fastball this time and drives it high in the air to deep left center field. And it will indeed get out of here. Gone. A home run.
Well, they're not there yet, but a solo homer to lead off the inning will do wonders for any team's confidence. We'll see if the next few batters can continue the comeback effort here. Just need to string some good at-bats together now.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera.
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. Base is empty here with nobody out. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Yelich able to take this one in, and there's your first out. And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hard on the ground towards short. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Brandon Nimmo will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Wind up and the 0-1. Cue shot here out towards short. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. So the top of the 7th isn't over yet after the 2-out base hit. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. He was a double play victim last time around. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a swing, and he sends the ball high in the air into left field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Jerry Blevins enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eric Thames is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. 1-0 the count. 1-1 the count to the Brewers' first baseman. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
2-0 now. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. A swinging bunt to the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. Digging in and looking for more, Domingo Santana. So far 2 for 3 in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, you said it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
2-1.
I got 2-1 to count.
And the pitch on 2-1. Hit back up the middle. Throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score. But they will not get them both as he beats out the back end and drives home the run from third. He's set and the pitch. Missed with a breaking ball.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
And Frazier will make the catch to retire the side. Striding in once again, Michael Conforto. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Juan Lagares is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
Line towards center field. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Jay Bruce is coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how...
Oh, hang on now. This ball is smoked to right, and I don't think this one's coming back. No chance. It's gone. A 2-run homer for Jay Bruce. His second home run of the game as they try to claw back. It's a 5-run deficit. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Jacob Barnes will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Manny Pena will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes, aggressive style. First pitch, base hit up the middle.
Into the box, Dominic Smith, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Lifted the other way to left center. King is there, 2 gone. Digging in to try it again, Asdrubal Cabrera. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming, here it is. And it's fouled away. Barnes, a 27-year-old. He was taken in the 14th round back in 2011.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, he'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Here comes the first pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Swing and a flare hit toward right. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Hey, guys, I understand it right there. The third base coach has got to hold them up. They're down by a lot of runs right now. No reason to risk getting a guy thrown out at home in this situation.
T.J. Rivera will be called on as a pinch hitter here in a big, big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming. Hansel Robles will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. First offering on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 0-1, here's the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. And another foul ball.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
A little bouncer. That winds up foul. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him. Now back to the top of the Milwaukee order, digging in Lorenzo Cain. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. No balls and 1 strike. This is flared out towards second. Throw gets him, 2 down. Ready once again, Jonathan Villar. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Hard ground ball to third. Frazier's up with it. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Popped him up. Shaw is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9. Ready for another chance, Michael Conforto. First pitch of the at-bat. Hard liner to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Here's Juan Lagares, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First pitch on its way. Takes this the other way to right. Again, a nice clean base hit, his third of the game.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single, 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid.
Jay Bruce is going to have another crack at it here, and it's been a great offensive performance for him so far. This was back in the 8th, his second home run of the game, as he'd dearly love to make it 3 right here. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Wow, how quickly things can turn around in this game. He gets the first 2 outs of the inning, and he looks like he's on cruise control, thinking that he'll get out of the inning without even breaking a sweat. But then a single and a double, now he's stuck with runners on second and third.
Here's Todd Frazier now. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden...
Now it's cut off, a throw to the plate, and they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches, you get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Missed with a slider. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit.
That fires me up right there. What a clutch AB, a 2-out single to get the tying run to the plate. That's all you can ask for.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera as he rips it up, and oh, this is off the second base bag. Reined in, and they won't get an out here, but the trade-off will be that by hitting the bag, it may very well have prevented a run from scoring. And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. First offering on its way. Fastball down near the shoe tops.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. And he will make the catch here for the final out, and the Brewers have taken games 1 and 2 here at home as this one is over. And this one concludes at a 10-7 score. The Milwaukee Brewers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Chase Anderson takes